like the whole Cash Money shit. I don't even really like speaking anymore because I done spoke that shit like 1,000 times.
Right.
You know, I done ran up on stuff. We done looked each other in the eyes as men. So
Right.
he don't got no issues with me. I don't got no issues with him.
Right.
Right there. So I don't really even really like speaking Cash Money shit. You know, they doing them, man. I'm doing me. You know, $1 million worth of game entertainment is what it's about. Mac and
Absolutely. Absolutely. But you know, Gilly, with that being definitely truly understood, a lot of the times as an interviewer, you don't an interviewer, you ask the questions that has already been asked, but there's always some people that don't know. I definitely do understand what you're saying, which I have a whole bunch of other questions about $1 million worth of game that I want to get into with you. I just wanted to kind of like clear that up because I know that.
you know, mine ain't nothing, you know, against you. Is that I feel like that shit be so redundant because I done said the same shit probably about 11,000 times.
Understood.
So
I get it. I get it. I get it. But I gotta shoot my shot still, if you understand what I'm saying. But I definitely get it and respect it. So let's move it right on along.
I
So now I see that. Okay, before we get into $1 million worth of game entertainment, what was the transitioning point in your life where you decided that you wanted to just go a different direction? What happened in your life to make that happen?
well, it ain't. I wouldn't necessarily even say a different direction because
Okay.
I still rap. You feel what I'm saying? I still act. I still do movies. I got a movie coming out in September called Grey's Ave, a comedy and shit. So
Right.
I still do all of that, but really the people, you know, when you get to the people, they get back to you. And
Right.
I gave up game to the people. You know what I'm saying? And in return, they pretty much begged me for a podcast.
Right.
And I gave them a podcast. They rewarded me for giving them for what they asked for. You know what I'm saying? If you got an artist in a rap game and he in high demand, he got to give you that money for it to do the best numbers that he's supposed to do. I just
Right.
gave them the podcast when they really wanted it, and they reciprocated all the love, and they still reciprocating the love back to this day. So, you know, I truly thank my followers for them showing me the way. You know, I just put the work in, not knowing sometimes how it's going to pay me back, but so that me putting the work in is going to eventually pay me back. And all the $1 million worth of game shit finally paid off.
Right. Because one of the things, like when you speak, like your personality is just out of this world. And you literally, everybody listens to what Gillie has to say. And that's
That,
not easy to get, especially the youngins that's coming up right now to get their attention. So, where do you feel like these other OGs out here go wrong when it comes to like guiding the youth?
well, really, I don't really even really pay attention to what the other OG doing. You know what I'm saying? I just do what, you know what I'm saying? Me paying attention to what them niggas doing or saying, or that don't mean them niggas have some type of relevancy in my life and they don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, I get, I know the youth when they look at me, they know that I've really been in the water with them sharks. This is
Right.
one thing, and I understand that they listen with their eyes, not,
Right.
you feel me? And
Right.
people attention span is fucking 6 seconds and then it's done. So if you
Right.
don't first 6 seconds, your shit don't mean nothing. You feel what I'm saying? So I give it to them raw and uncut. You know, this shit ain't got no bacon on it. This shit straight from Bolivia. This shit make your nose drip. Cause I understand that I'm talking to the youth. I ain't talking to these old niggas. If
Right.
you pick up on some game that I'm giving out the but I'm directing my game towards you. I'm directing my game to the young niggas. to the youth. I'm trying to say they like 9 times out of 10, an old nigga, you can hear some game that could change your life, but you ain't gonna use it because you stuck in your ways anyway.
Right, right. But they can definitely, it's a lot of people out here that I would say, what I see the difference is from you, from them, is, sometimes all the preaching, it just doesn't work. But when you come from a perspective like you said, it just kind of like it comes full circle because they can respect it more because it doesn't feel like you're preaching. I mean, you say the things that you say and you say it with a sense of humor, but it means a whole lot and they
Right?
listen. So
That shit
I
right.
respect it. I definitely respect it. I think that what you do and how you do, I mean, sometimes the things that you say, I just laugh because I'm like, I don't know how Gillie came up with that, but it makes sense. And
The
you
end of
can't always be so serious.
At the end of the day, they understand the fact that they know this shit ain't rehearsed.
Right,
That's what makes it so beautiful that I can't be faded, duplicated, imitated, or none of that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
right,
That's what make it so unique to the youngins.
right,
Because some game right off the top, it don't even matter, and it's gonna be raw. It's gonna be uncut. It's not gonna have filter on it, and that's all they understand. They don't understand no nigga walking in there with no baggy ass suit on, talking about stay in school. They need that shit raw in the cut. Okay, you fuck around in these streets, you gonna feel that heat.
right,
You gonna be
right.
laying fucking sheet,
I
y'all.
think
Yes, it ain't nothing to think about. Okay, fucking around in them streets, I'm gonna feel that heat. Okay, I'm gonna get shot, or
right,
I'm under them sheets. Okay, I'm dead. All right, the dumbest motherfucker can put that together.
right. I think it's really amazing, what you and Wallow, the message that you guys send out, that y'all put out, and how many people you guys are touching. I mean, I'm always seeing on your timeline how people are DMing you and they're talking about how they were depressed or how you helped them get through this and how you helped them get through that. So, evidently $1 million worth of game is really worth $1 million and more, But I know that there's $1 million worth of game entertainment. So we know that there's the podcast, right? But is there like a label situation attached to it? Because I know it's the entertainment part.
Uh-huh. Yep. I got artists that I back in cheese. That's my sons, and then I got a couple of them that I'm thinking about fucking with right now. Me and Wild thinking about upgrading their whole brand and helping them get to the bag. You know what I mean? We just gotta check a couple motherfuckers out and see if they dickheads and not see if they under the DHA, the dickhead. Because we ain't really trying to take on the artists that's under the DHA. You know,
Right.
we trying to take on some artists that know and understand how to listen and understand that if a motherfucking nigga came home and he got to some goddamn Eminems in 3 years, if you don't want to listen to him, you don't want to listen to a nigga like me that's been relevant as long as you niggas been alive. I might have fucked you niggas mom or your aunts. If you don't want to listen to me, you know what I mean? I've been relevant for this long. If you don't want to listen to us two niggas who got the connection and we got the promotion that you need, then we don't need to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to get around some niggas, fill them out, because we don't want to go to Suge Knight routine. We
Right.
got to bust your fucking head open while we'll be sitting back in prison because
Right.
you done made us fuck all our, well, not all our money up, but you done made us fuck all this money up. Then you playing games. We ain't got no time to be playing games. So we got to see if a motherfucker really want it, what his hustle like, what his personality like, what his work like. You know what I'm saying? What his music, with the ending sound and result, his music sound like. What type of niggas he hang with? You feel what I'm saying? Is he into popping perk? Is he a fucking Zanny head? Is is he a fucking Mac of fucking black and mild? You
Right.
know, we need to find out. We need to find out. Oh, do the nigga wear high top black Air Force Ones? Do the nigga wear Timberlands with no leather at the top? We need to find out all. Like, we need to find out bootleg corny ass nigga, and we gotta upgrade your mind frame. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna give some youngins a shot. We gonna probably put them in the studio, kick it with them. Might take them out of town with us, see what they mind frame like.
I think that's dope. I actually, I see you with your top nine. And you
Yeah.
said that you using your platform to also, show love to the up and coming artists that's out right now. Because ain't nobody really doing that on your level, like you said. So I think that's really dope. So back to your sons now, Mac and Cheese, because I see you always wearing the hats. I see you always just, promoting it. How is it with you, like being dad, the protector, but also letting them be men and have their own creative control in the business? Like how much are you in their, like their decision making?
Well, for me, I just, I come from a different era, so I respect the era. I respect young niggas. You feel what I'm saying? And I respect the fact that I raised two fly young niggas, so they gonna know what's going on out here. If they say something is what it is, then I that. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not one of them OGs who just I give them as far as how they make they all that. I don't really give them too much game on that. I let them do them. I respect that they coming from.
You freeze up?
All right. Listen, I got damn, my fault. My wife just showed me something. So damn. What was I saying? I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, it's all right. You were saying that, with them you allow them to have you respect,
I allowed,
their way of doing things.
yeah, I allowed them to have their way of doing things. So then I just listen to the finished product, and I tell them if I think the shit's hot or not.
Right, 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 right. Well, I know you got to get out of here. So I just want to know from you, like, how do you feel now about the new sound, the new type of music and artists? Because I know you are about the bars and you come from the school, of true hip hop, the true essence of hip hop. And now this is like a totally different era. So like, how do you process it? How do you take it all in? Who are you listening to? Who are you getting with? Who would you, if you could collab with somebody, or if your sons could work with somebody, who would you see yourself or them working with out
But
here?
you know, for me, I don't really judge the youth. I let them do them. I understand when you get too judgmental, and that means you old. That means you're not willing to accept what's going on out here. I'm going on out here. I listen to Lil Baby. My favorite youngin is Lil Durk. You feel? I listen to Lil Uzi. I listen to Trippie Redd. I listen to TJ. Of course, I'm listening to Mac and Cheese. I wasn't a couple years ago because they shit was whack, and I was like, please, they was whacking. Please get that shit the fuck out of here. but, but now they step they shit up. You know what I mean? And they bringing me. So I'm definitely listening to Mac and Cheese. I'm listening to a bunch of youngins from Philly. You know what I'm saying? There's so many of them, I don't even need the name. They know who I'm listening to. But so I'm in tune with the young niggas and what's going on out here. You know what I'm saying? I gotta stay in tune with them if I'm trying to run a successful record. You feel what I'm saying? But before I get out of here, I rest in peace to George Floyd. You feel what I'm saying? Rest in, rest in peace to everybody that's lost their life this year, or in the past to police brutality. It was a fucked up situation out here, but we gonna rise above, man. R.I.P. to George, and send my condolences out to his whole family.
Yes, I mean, like I said, this is really a difficult time. But again, when you see people of your stature, just saying those things and just being the voice when there are people who are, that have, similar in ranking that won't say anything, you appreciate it and you respect it. So I thank you for taking the time because, like I said, I've been trying to get this interview with you for some time now, and I know that you were really busy today, but
So
you still turned around and you still made it happen for me, and I just wanted to tell you I appreciate it.
all love.
Okay, but before you get out of here, could I just ask you to do me one favor?
What's that?
Could you tell the people why they should interview with Chrissy D?
Because she has some great questions. You know, she might try to get you some shit, so you got to be slick on your toes. But she definitely got some great questions.
Oh my God. Thank you so much, Gillie. I appreciate you. Thank you guys. Take care.
All right.
All right.